Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies, and they are all swirling around and feeling fabulous. Now, I was asked by one of my lovely viewers to have a look at the country of Georgia. It hasn't been on my radar for decades. I remember back in 91 when Georgia broke away from the USSR, and there was conflict. I mean, I was in my early 20s. When you're in your early 20s, you really don't take much notice of what's going on at the other side of the world because you're too stressed about your own, oh, what am I wearing? Oh, who likes me type stupidity. So good to get older in a lot of ways. But I do remember it being on the news at that time. Broke away from the USSR back in 91, and it has had no ties with Russia, official diplomatic ties, I believe, since 2008, is considered a Ukrainian ally. Georgia is a sovereign country. But what I want to have a look at, so merely they said, what's the future looking like for Georgia? So I went, I don't know, haven't heard about it for decades. So a little bit investigating. Now please correct me if I get any of this wrong, because I Googled for quite a while, read as much as I could at this stage, just to get an idea, because I don't like to form any biases. But what I got is that the concern, so there's protests going on in Georgia at the moment. Tried to find out what the protests were about, anti-government protests. And as a very quick summary, the protesters are protesting against the government, as they believe that some legislation that is being brought forward is an attack on the independence and, from what I understand, the globalisation and sovereignty of the Georgian people. Now, I tried to nut it down, and what appears to have happened is that the majority party in Georgia is made up of a coalition of two parties. So the Georgia's Dream got the majority of the votes at 41%, but 41% is not enough to rule. So what they did is they joined with the People's Power Party, which is quite a significantly pro-Russian party. And the two parties came together to rule, to form a majority government. Now, like any other coalitions around the world, and we have it in Australia with our Liberal National Party coalition, the minority government typically wags the dog. So in Australia we have similar, in that our Liberal Party gets a larger vote. For example, in our going back prior to our current federal party that's in power, the previous one was the Liberal National Party. They got in power because the National Party got 3% of the vote. But because they were that 3% that got the coalition into power, they basically dictated the terms to the other 47.5% of the vote, of the ruling vote. So does that make sense? So basically it was the tip of the tail was wagging the dog and dictating policy. So we've got this pro-Russian People's Power party dictating the policy to the Georgia's Dream Party, purely and is being heard purely so that the Georgia's Dream Party can stay in as a majority government and actually form a ruling party. Now, please, if I get any of this wrong, let me know, because it was difficult to find information. So what's happening is, I believe there is a bill that is being brought forward to the government, called the Agency of Foreign Influence Bill. And what it is that if a organisation, an individual, a media outlet, an NGO, non-government organisation, if any entity in Georgia receives 20% or more of its funding from outside of Georgia, then it must do a really, goodness me, promise the organs of your unborn grandchildren, let me have a look at your internal organs type paperwork. Very intimate, detailed and obtrusive paperwork. And what I really felt when I was looking into this, it's a form of control and restriction, is what my guides told me when I was reading about this, because I thought, this is not, kind of, sort of, yeah. But no, and the paperwork that would need to be involved is really, it's nothing to do with the more than 20% being bought in. It's to do with basically finding out aspects of what is going on behind individuals to be able to exert control. It was really, sorry, I'm getting really quite an awful feeling in regards to this. What is behind this policy is they're not being upfront about it, about what it's going to be used for. So let me know. It is believed to be a diversion from Georgia becoming being Europeanized, if that's a word, becoming Europeanized, becoming more aware and woke for want of a better word. And if you want to know what woke means, actually look up the dictionary meaning. Cards flying out everywhere. Sorry, I'll pop back again. Yeah, sort of truth has come out, clarity. So it's telling me, yes, that fact that it's trying to bring about more Russian type controls and restrict the populace. So, for example, if I'm do online tarot readings, which I don't, personal tarot readings, and get paid for them, if more than 20% of my income comes from people overseas, outside of Georgia, then I have to basically give them all my intimate nitty-gritty details and the details of those who paid me. So, yes. Okay, so just have a look. I just want to have a look at the energies about this, show me about the energies of this bill. How is this bill going to go? Using my runic tarot, love this deck. Let's have a look. How is this bill going? Sorry about the long waffle to lead in. I just really wanted to try and clarify what this is all about. As I said, let me know if I got any of it wrong. Okay, show me the energies, show me what's going to happen. Show me the energies behind the bill. Might be a bit of a longer reading. I do apologise. I am determined to get my readings shorter, but they always seem to blow out on me. Show me the energies behind this bill. Show me the energies behind this bill. This, what do they call it? The Agency of Foreign Influence Bill. So it does really restrict global investment in Georgia, or an attempt to. Show me this Foreign Energies Bill. Foreign Agents Bill. Yeah, okay. Foreign Energies Bill is, call that a Freudian slip, my petticoat is showing. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting as a first. So what have we got here? Queen of Pentacles. She's very much about wealth, growth, opportunities, health, security on a domestic level for a country. Interesting. Wouldn't have thought that'd be the first one that came out, but the energies behind it. Challenged by full illumination. Okay, yes, thank you. They've just told me that they want full illumination of financial investment within its borders. Okay. going on behind the scenes, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands. So this is the energies behind the bill itself, what's going on behind the scenes, wanting to close some doors and open others, wanting to turn this wheel. Now this wheel gets turned from light to dark or dark to light. So it is their thank you. I'm being drawn to the fact that these women are weaving, or not weaving thread, but producing threads using a bobbin and spindle. So they're weaving threads from light to dark. So this is an attempt to turn the destiny of Georgia. I'm getting light to dark. I was trying to think of dark to light, but it's not coming. It is about dark to light. And we have the Five of Wands, which is, it can be an infighting card, but this is really a restriction and then setting flame. Burning down the independence is what I'm getting. Burning down in defiant independence. So remembering, this is just the energies, this isn't the outcome, this is the energies behind this bill. So wands are being plans, they're also passion, but this is about plan. The plan is basically to set fire to, thank you, they just said independent media. Set fire to anybody who defies the government, or they perceive to defy the government. And when I'm talking about the government, I'm talking about this coalition, the Georgia's Dream People's Power. This is could be a slippery slope, and I'm really getting why that people are protesting. The energy behind this is basically to destroy anything that stands up to the government, is in defiance of the government, doesn't toe the line, is what I'm really getting. Toe the government line. It is a threat to democracy. Thank you, guys. That's what they're telling me. Okay, right, what's coming out of this? Being suspended. Okay, I'm getting a feeling that this may not go through. Oh God, I hope so. We'll see what the outcome is. Being seen from a different point of view. Being turned on its head. Okay, we've got the two parties here being hemmed in by their messaging that they're putting out there. They're finding themselves confined, restricted. They're going to be confined or restricted by the messaging that's putting out there. It's not going to be an easy path, though, is what the boys are telling me. Okay, the energy hanging over, the karma hanging over this particular bill is reaping what they sow. So this is actually not looking good for this coalition. They're going to reap what they sow. And I'm seeing the sword of truth is pointed downwards here. They're trying to I'm just smother is what the word that's coming to mind. Smother the truth, the clarity behind this bill. They're looking at their achievements on the wall, but peering over the shoulder. This is what I've gained. This is what... Okay, what are you telling me? Yeah, thank you. I am in power. It's not we, it's I am in power. And you will This is a defiance of the people. This is a defiance of those that are in power in the government. Can't think of another way to explain it. The boys are trying to get the words in there, but this is really the defiance of the government. But the sword of truth is pointing down. Okay. This is what I have achieved. This is what I have achieved. Bugger the truth. And a defiance. Okay. But we have judgment here. There is a collective awakening about this bill. The message is getting out there. The message is getting out there, and it is a rising of the people. Here we have the Queen of Swords, clarity. Sword of truth. The bring it on. This is the people. Is there a female power that the people are rallying behind, who's bringing this message out? Because she's really bringing it. The Ten of Cups. Be careful what you wish for. It's the Hall of Valhalla. If you have a look, there's the dude sitting on his throne at the end there. It is an ending card. I'm thinking this, okay, thank you. It sprung into my mind and I just got all my hair stood on end. I know it's standing on end at the moment because of my haircut, but chills right through it. What I'm getting is that this particular bill is going to bring about the ending of this government, is what they're telling me. Here we have the strength of the people, never to be underestimated, and strength of the youth, the page of youth. The youth are not going to stand for it, is what I've just been told. The youth are not going to stand for it, and they're going to bring it. They're going to bring it against this patriarchal, in it for the money. Here we have the Page of Swords, the youth bringing the clarity. So you've got the youth on either side of this older, in it for the money character. Okay, this bill, it's going to be restricted because of circles of support that it will bring abundance into Georgia. There will be investigations in regards to this. It's going to be a difficult path. There are going to be obstacles in the path. But again, we have another page, the Page of Wands. I'm really getting that the youth are going to be a major player in this, and they're going to rally around this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords energy. But it is an attempt to bring about shutting up the people, is what I'm getting. Restriction of the people and move towards darkness. It is an attempt to do that, but I'm really getting that this Queen of Swords is bringing her bring it on, I'm ready energy against this hall of, doesn't it look a bit like an autocratic parliament, inner circle parliament? She's bringing it forward. Okay, so that's the energies behind the bill. So the youth, it's the youth will support. The youth will bring it. The youth will bring it, but they're rallying around this Queen of Swords energy. There is a collective awakening about what's happening. The protests are going to continue. It is about the tail wagging the dog in an attempt to shift towards a autocratic control. Okay. Oh, yuck, that's horrible energy. So support the youth. Support the youth. Be a voice. Be someone that they can yeah, support their rallying around. I don't know who this female figure is, or a feminine, it might even be a male with a feminine inspirational, compassionate energy. Getting that it's a female though. Okay, let me know. I'm going to just run through the bill, how this bill will go. Will this bill pass? Government, will this bill pass? Will this bill pass? Show me the going forward with this bill. What's going to happen? What is going to happen with this legislation? I'm getting a real feel that it's going to be stopped. I'm not getting it moving forward. Show me this bill. Show me this bill. What the boys are telling me is that the legal system in Georgia is strong enough that it will stand against this attempt, however that may be. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the bill itself. Right. Passion, new plan coming forward, new energy coming forward, setting to flame what has gone before it, communication. Let's see where this is. This is the signifier for this bill. Really drawn to the image of it, with it being a do not cross totem. A line in the sand. Okay, let's see where this goes. What's on the underneath it here? Can't really make it out. Rocky ground. Trying to make out whether there's any skulls, or it looks like weapons and stuff down there. A hammer and a sword. Okay, tell me what you think of this one. Getting witchcraft out of it now. I know a lot of people would say us tarot readers are witches, our psychics, but I'm really getting this is. If I say witchcraft, I'm talking about the evil side of witchcraft. I'm not meaning, witchcraft isn't evil, but you get the vibe that I'm trying to get across. Okay, I hope you get the vibe that I'm trying to get across. Challenged by, thank you, victory of the people, defiance of the people. Thank you, they're telling me defiance of the people. Okay. Six of Wands, the defiance of the people. I'm really getting a pull towards the protests for this. Base of the reading, community, family. In the past, contracts and agreements coming together, a balanced. Okay, thank you. What I'm getting here is in the past, Georgia, since 91, well, sort of not even since then, in the recent past, in the youth memory, there has been this emotionally balanced world that they live in. Emotionally balanced world. We're always possible and fair, is what my boys are telling me, where they could be, and they could respect, and there was just calmness, is what I'm feeling in the past. So that's why the pages were coming up so prominent, because the youth have grown up in this post-Russian era where they had freedom and opportunity and respect and stability, and they're now seeing it threatened, is what my boys are telling me. Okay, crowning this reading, we have the Seven of Swords again. This masculine energy, trying to downplay the truth and add to its trophy wall. Okay. I can't even remember what I said about this card before. I just remember it was a lot. Yeah. He's admiring what he's achieved, smothering the truth. Okay, this bill. Tell me about the outcome of this bill. The mercenary actions. It's a mercenary action. Okay, thank you. Externally. Yeah, externally, the whole truth of this proposal is not being revealed. And I think the youth know that. I think the people know that. The whole of the big elephant in the room of this bill is not actually being revealed, which explains why this truth is trying to be tampered down. Internally for them, yeah, we've got this Emperor energy. The dude sitting at the end of the hall of Valhalla. Yeah, masculine, my way or the highway, aggressive energy. It is the hopes and fears. Yeah, I'm really feeling that the future of this is not played out yet. It could go either way because it is very much a crossroads moment, a crossroads for the truth moment. Have to lift that blindfold off and choose a path of what truth the people want to believe. Also drawn to the two corpses hanging on the trees behind. There will be loss either path by some. But it is a crossroads moment. The outcome, we've got again judgment, collective awakening, a realization by the people. We have strength again. And we have, I like that 3 major arcana and the Chariot. And honestly, this is my Boudica card. If you think about Boudica in the UK, she brought together a huge army to defeat the Romans. Did fall apart in the end, but this is my Boudica card, this inspirational leader card. Then we have the Moon. It is literally a fight over good versus evil. 4 major arcana for the outcome. Holy crumbs. And then we also have the Crossroads card again. It is a crossroads moment for Georgia as to whether it follows this path of light or whether it retreats back in, not retreats because it hasn't, follows this path of light that it has been on, or it diverts, thank you, or it diverts to a path of darkness. But they are stopped at the moment. They are, they're not on the path at the moment. It is a paused moment on that path. And here you've got Mother Russia and the Knight of Wands, an inspired energy coming forward. What have we got? Russia trying to inspire behind the scenes. So we've got Russia trying to influence behind the scenes, having to defend oneself from this power of this unbalanced agreement. This is the People's Power, George's Dream Parties. But again, we've got the youth coming forward. The youth bringing forward something really unexpected, supporting this King of Swords, this clarity. And here we have the Queen of Swords. So the King and Queen of Swords, but it's the youth. They're going to bring it forward. Full illumination of what is trying to be achieved by this inner circle, this inner ministry with the Emperor sitting on his throne at the end there. There's a harsh truth that's going to come forward in regards to this, a harsh truth regarding the future abundance of Georgia and the restriction that this bill would bring. I could keep going with the story. The boys keep going with it. Okay, I'm up to 30 minutes now. I was going to use my intuitive cards, but I think we've pretty much got the story there. It is a crossroads moment for Georgia about which path it takes. It is the youth that there is an inspirational leader who's shedding light on this, or a couple of them, because you've got both the king and queen, but very much the queen feminine energy, shedding the light, shedding the truth on this. It is the youth that are going to come forward and said, "I don't think so," and they're the ones that need to be supported. But there is an awakening amongst the populace in regards to this, and as the truth is being put out there, the government that it is in at the moment is not telling the full picture about why they're going down this path. There's literally the bison in the room in regards to it. So it needs to be. Now, I struggled to find anything on the English-speaking media about defining why this is a bad bill. There was a bit of skirting around. There couldn't be an actual put finger onto it as to why this needs to be rejected. So I think what's going to happen is that feminine, the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, are going to cut through and absolutely nail why this is a bad bill. But yeah, it was a bit that was skirting around, and I think what it needs to be clearer as to why this is not good for Georgia. Okay, happy to be educated if you want to give me some more information below, and we'll see where it leads. Thank you. Love to you all. Bye-bye.